Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today we're going to look at Jasson Dominguez. MLB put this up on their Instagram a couple days ago, and so we're going to go over it. More than just looking at Dominguez, and we will talk about him if you don't know who he is. I think most of you do know. But I want to talk about being a prospect in 2021 and the pressure that comes along with it. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that, I dealt with as a player. Now, the highest I was rated in the top 100 prospects was 49, I think it was, or 47. Dominguez is 32. He's the number one Yankees prospect. I was the number two Padres prospect. But it was such a different time. And so I want to talk about some of these comparisons. Bo Jackson, Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, and what young players have to deal with in today's world with social media and trying to live up to the hype that a 17-year-old kid is going to have to try to live up to. You've got to be a really special kid to be able to do that. So let's first take a look at Jasson Dominguez if you don't know who he is. Again, I think most of you do, but he is the number 32 overall prospect in baseball, number one for the Yankees. 17 years old. He'll turn 18 here in a couple of days. Switch hitting outfielder from the Dominican Republic. His nickname is the Martian for his out-of-this-world talent. And then here are the player comps. Bo Jackson, Mickey Mantle, and Mike Trout. Three pretty good players. We're going to go over and look at kind of their stats to see what a young player, 17-year-old, has to try to live up to. And you can see just looking at the post here, this is from a few days ago. It had 213,000 likes, almost 3,000 comments. Jasson Dominguez, he commented on it. And so all eyes are on this young 17-year-old kid. Now here's some more info on him. Again, 17 years old. It has him listed at 5'10", 190, although he looks like he weighs about 215. Here's his scouting report on a 20 to 80 grading scale. He has a hit of 55, a run of 65, a field of 55, a power of 60, an arm of 60, and overall of 55. And again, 20 is the lowest. This is how they grade players and prospects. So 20 is the lowest that you can get, and an 80 would be basically like, looking at Mickey Mantle or maybe Mike Trout or Bo Jackson, depending on which area you're looking at. And so he signed for $5.1 million. The Yankees have $5.4 million of an international bonus that year, and they used almost all of it on Dominguez. It's a franchise record for an international amateur to sign. Now, he still really hasn't been able to do much because of COVID, but again, he's getting these comparisons to Jackson, Mantle, and Trout. And it's saying basically his 5 tools could all be rated as well above average, and he has instincts that are impressive, really impressive, especially for a 17-year-old kid. And here's just more detail on it. It has great bat speed and strength, a smooth swing from both sides of the plate, advanced feel for his barrel, and a disciplined approach. So he should hit for both power and average. He also has great speed, well above average, gives him 30-30 potential, and makes him a quality defender in center field. His quickness and plus arm allows him to play basically anywhere on the diamond, and he's been worked out as a catcher. Now, let's look at the players that he's being comped to. So the first one is Bo Jackson, maybe the greatest athlete in the history of the world. And you can see Bo's baseball numbers, and this is while trying to play 2 sports at the highest level, being an NFL running back and then being a Major League Baseball player. And some of this is also after he got injured. He came back and still put up pretty good numbers after being injured. If Bo just concentrated on baseball, I think he would have been an all-star basically every year and would have been in the MVP discussion most seasons. That's how special of a player he was. Then you've got Mickey Mantle, a 20-time all-star. Only 20, yeah, I know, so-so, it's okay. Multiple MVP winner. He's one of the best players to ever play the game. Amazing switch hitter, had 5 tools, could do everything that you could ever want to do on a baseball field. And then you have Mike Trout, the modern-day Mickey Mantle, all-stars every single season, multiple MVPs. He's always in the top 3, basically, of MVP voting. And so the comps are maybe the greatest athlete of all time, maybe the greatest player of all time, and then the greatest modern player of all time. So we're hitting all areas right now. And so I understand people get excited. They watch a player with this talent And maybe, people haven't seen someone at 17 years old have this amount of talent. And it's exciting for people to start to throw out these names, Bo Jackson, Mickey Mantle, and Mike Trout. But then I think of as the player, man, imagine seeing this stuff all the time on social media. People comparing you to the best players to ever play the game. There's already a lot of pressure. Like I said, when I was a younger player, I was a high prospect, and it was a different time back then. Social media was really nothing. It was just kind of starting. But even without it, there's still a lot of pressure on you as a player to kind of live up to expectations. You were a high draft pick, you got paid a lot of money, and you want to fulfill some of those things and not let anybody down. And Jasson Dominguez, whatever I dealt with, pales in comparison to someone that's been given $5 million and that is being compared to the greatest players of all time. I just think it's got to be difficult, and it will be interesting to see how he's able to deal with that throughout his career. But I am looking forward to watching him play. I wish him well. I hope he has a great career. Even if he has, half a career as some of these guys, it would still be an amazing career. So good luck to him. Let me know what you think in the comment section below of the comparisons and of Jasson Dominguez. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we will talk to you later.
If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building the elite swing, check out our new course. We have over 2 hours of content, almost 30 hitting drills. We break down the exact mechanics that you're going to want to implement into your swing. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.